Welcome, my beautiful friends. I'm Darcy Justin to the Love Your Dreamy Midlife podcast, where so many women are ditching the midlife meltdown and learning to love their life again. I know all too well midlife can be tough. Yikes. It certainly was for me. It's a pivotal time in our life when we can stay on the struggle bus or get off for good. I decided to get off and embrace my life again. I became a midlife coach, mentor, and speaker to help other women just like me. That's why I'm sharing my life's journey, my strategies on how simple shifts can have huge impact. This is the perfect place for you to discover you, reconnect with you, and your dreams. If you crave your best life, you may find it here. Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here and you stopped by. And I want to talk about something really interesting about midlife. I was really stuck for a while and I was having a hard time dealing with, oh my gosh, so many things. And here's the question that I found that was really an interesting question. What powerful beliefs do I need to believe to change my life? What beliefs do I need to believe in? Okay, that was really a game changer for me because when I came on the other side of midlife, I was feeling funky, like I did not have a good experience with menopause. It was horrible. Like I had all these feelings and emotions and I gained weight and I couldn't sleep and all the bad stuff you hear. I went through that. I did. And I guess it kind of, knocked me down a little bit and I had a really hard time with that. And then when I came on the other side, all these other things started happening, right? My youngest graduated from college and I was an empty nester, and a lot of my identity was tied up in being a mom and stuff like that. I all of a sudden was looking in the mirror going, wow, look at all those wrinkles, or look at all that cellulite, or I just, I was not having any positive thoughts about myself, my body, where I was in life. I didn't have a career, and all of a sudden I was like, I really wish I was doing something more productive. I was struggling with some things in my marriage. It was just not a good time for me. So I kind of stood back and I was like, what do I need to believe in? How can I change this now? And I did, and it was so cool. So one of the things I think that I really needed to believe in was I needed to believe that I could do anything at any age. That I wasn't just because I was my age and I had grandchildren and I had older children, and every time I went shopping, I couldn't figure out what to wear. I either ended up looking like my daughter or my mom, right? So that's kind of hard, right? The whole midlife thing. So I was really struggling with all of these things, and I just had to really believe that I could do anything at any age. And that was so freeing for me, right? I didn't need to be hung up by how old I was, and it didn't really matter where I was. I could do anything. I could start anything. I could go back to school. I could do this. I could do that. It was really like this mindset I had that I had to change. That, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should wear that, or I don't know if I should think that. And I was really kind of getting in this rut that was just making me more and more unhappy. So when I moved past that, I was like, I want to do something that helps other people. And so a lot of you know my story. I became a life coach for women, blah, blah, blah. But I really took on a whole bunch of new skill sets and really taught myself a whole bunch of things. And when we become capable at doing something, it increases our self confidence so much. So I started learning a whole bunch of new things, right? I went through coach training and I started looking at tech. And social media and tech scared the bejeebies out of me, right? I was like, oh. And then the more I was around young people and they got it, zip, 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 like my grandchildren, made me feel worse. I'm like, why don't I get this? Well, I didn't grow up with internet, first of all, and I didn't grow up with social media, and I found the whole thing really intimidating. So some of you jumped on that bandwagon early, and good for you. That wasn't intimidating to you. But I had to get through that and feel good about that. The other thing that I really had to embrace, the other belief, was that I am perfect just the way I am. I know it sounds silly, but I've always been a recovering perfectionist, and I've always thought I needed to look this way and I needed to dress this way. And I just sort of sat in, I'm fine the way I am. I'm really fine. I even started going, wow, I have great hair. Or, I started finding things about myself that I really liked instead of all the negative conversations that were going on. So I don't know what that belief might be for you, but for me, it was you are enough and you're fine, and you need to believe that about yourself. That was really kind of a big thing for me to just go, yeah, I am. I'm fine just the way I am. The other thing that was a belief for me was I'm not old unless I decide to be old. Right? I heard someone say age is neutral. And I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. Because as you're coasting into your 60s, it's a weird time to embrace your age and be like, yeah, woohoo, I'm so glad. People are like, where do you want to be in 20 years? And I'm thinking, I just don't want to be in a nursing home. Like the bar is low for me. I know I'm not going to be like a superstar, rock star, change the world at this age. Probably not. But anyway, I loved getting my head around that, and I loved believing that. Um, I'm not old unless I decide to be. And I see so many women my age that kind of dress old and they kind of act old, and that's fine if that's what you want. But I was going down that path and I was not happy. I was not ready. Even though I was a grandma, even though I started having health issues, even though I had to have foot surgery and ankle surgery and all these things were happening to me, which I didn't like, it didn't mean that I had to be old. You're only old if you decide to be old. And there are some amazing people out there that have proved that to us, right? Betty White, all of these fantastic women. They're out there working in their 70s and 80s. And I'm like, that is so cool. I love that. And all of a sudden I went, that's who I want to be. I want to be sitting home going, well, I guess I should learn how to knit. Yeah, should probably learn how to sew. You know, it's all downhill from now. No. So I changed that. What three beliefs do you need, three, to change your life? What are they for you? I want you to think about it because you don't have to wear a coat you don't want to wear. You don't have to believe things that you really don't want to believe. You don't have to accept things that necessarily aren't true. And you don't have to embrace things and make them part of your story. Well, I don't know. I mean, so many people that are victims, right? Well, I don't know. I had foot surgery and, I didn't go to physical therapy and, it's a mess. Okay, well, you now just made that part of your drama, part of your story. And guess what? No one really wants to hear that. How you just defeated your own self. So, what three beliefs do you need? Think about them, write them down. Let me know. I would love for you to be in contact with me. I would love to hear from you. Comment below. What are they? Can you change them? Yes, you can. And how will that change your life and make your life better? I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you come up with some new beliefs because you probably need at least one. Maybe you need 10. I don't know. Write them down and let me know what they are. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you for spending this time with me. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for checking out this episode of Your Dreamy Midlife with me, Darcy. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a heartfelt rating and review on your favorite podcast app. This will help lots of other women just like you. Don't forget to subscribe. There is lots of goodness coming your way. Do you want to move forward faster? Check out my private signature coaching package that has helped so many women get unstuck. Head over to my website, www.loveyourmidlife, for all of the really good stuff. Also, join my online community to stay connected to all the stuff that's coming up. I'm Darcy, and my wish for you is that you have a very dreamy midlife full of everything you desire.